please welcome this week's special guest, Pam. So, Victoria, what is Pam to you?
This is Pam. She once returned my missing cat, only for my actual cat to turn up 2 days later.
Right, Victoria's pet pal. Rhod, how do you know Pam?
This is Pam. I once had to say sorry to her for throwing my welly at her owls.
Rhod's owl owner. And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Pam?
This is Pam. She once walked into her hotel room to find me in her bath.
So there we have it. David's team, where to begin?
So, Victoria, so you had lost your cat.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And what did the cat look like?
Black.
Just black all over?
Correct.
And how long had the cat been missing?
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
Right. And had you done anything about the cat being missing? Yeah.
We'd put flyers up on bus stops, lampposts, newsagent's window.
Yeah. Name of the cat?
Romeo.
Romeo. And so...
Did you put underneath word for art, though?
No, but I should have done.
Except, of course, that means, why are you?
Yes,
Not
good
where.
point, David. I realised he didn't realise that.
No.
Yeah, I love working with you, David.
Yeah.
Such fun.
If it's any consolation, Lee, and I know it will be, I welled up with self-loathing even as I said it. But I couldn't not say it.
Well,
so,
that's fair enough.
This is one of the many things I'm dealing with.
OK. Well, can you hurry up and get it sorted out?
That's what my therapist says at every session. So soon after the, as it were, the flyering campaign, Pam turned up.
Yep.
And did you know Pam before?
Vaguely.
How did you know her?
Because she's the landlady of my local pub.
Right. Which was...
And she says vaguely. You mean very well, Victoria.
So when she brought the fake Romeo back, did you know it wasn't your cat?
No, I thought it was Romeo. We were completely happy to have him back. He he looked a bit thinner.
A bit more black and whitey. A bit more doggy.
So then when the real Romeo came back...
So there was meowing at the back door two days-ish after that, and opened the back door, and there was Romeo. Yeah. So then I thought, oh, my God, I've got to go back to Pam.
Yeah.
To say, whose is this cat? Because he's not mine.
Yeah.
So we decided that we should take it to the Battersea Cats and Dogs Home, which we did.
Do people go to Battersea Cats Home and go, we've lost our cat?
Yeah, you ring up.
It's not a good sister. You ring up and you go, my cat's gone missing. What does it look like? It's black. I'll go and have a look. Yeah, we found it.
Do you know if the original owner was ever reunited with fake Romeo?
I do, because I rang about 7 days later to find out what had happened, and fake Romeo had been reunited with his owner.
That's a lovely end to the story.
Was Pam the real owner? Was it that like the twist in the story?
Who would you like to quiz next?
Rhod.
Just remind us, Rhod, of your statement, please.
This is Pam, and I once had to say sorry to her for throwing my welly at her owls.
Rhod,
Yeah.
were you sharing your welly with your friend?
Well, yes. I was in a way, because I say my welly, it was my welly for the duration of the welly throwing.
Yeah. Nice.
Why was Pam's owl attending the welly throwing contest?
The welly throwing contest...
Yes.
...was at a little fete, a festival, It was at a wedding. It was a wedding. And the wedding people decided to have, like, a fete, a festival, a little carnival, to entertain people in the day before the wedding.
Yeah, but why is that part of the festival? Just a woman was standing with owls?
I mean, it's a good question. Pamela Owls were at the wedding.
Are you saying Pamela Owls or Pam and her owls?
There's Pam and her owls. There's welly throwing, there's food stalls, there's coconut shies, there's other things going on.
OK, so it's at the Pam and her owls section. What's the activity? Just a good old look at an owl.
There's a little gazebo, and then there's owls on, like, podiums that you can go up and read about, and you can ask Pam about her owl.
So these aren't models of owls, these are live owls.
Oh, they're live owls.
Did you say, are they live?
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of someone coming along with owls sounds very dull.
Yeah.
But for Pam and her owls, and they're just little cement owls, would be... Right, thanks, Pam. I'm just going to go to the food stall.
Pam's got a show with her dead owls. Pam and her dead owls to the...
Do the owls do anything? Or do they just sit there?
They just sit there.
They sit there and observe the people reading them.
Pam assured me they were alive.
But if they were in the gazebo,
Yeah.
when you threw the welly, how did it hit the owls?
Shall I show you what happened?
Yes, please do.
Right. There's two techniques of welly throwing. You've got the basic swing, like that. Or, you'll know this, Rob, you've got the hammer.
Of course, yes.
Right? I swung like that, left go a little bit too late. On an angle. Here's Pam and her owls, 2 owls on plinths.
Yeah.
I leave go of the welly. It goes straight into their gazebo. This is how I knew they were alive. It went straight through the middle of them, and the two of them went like that.
So the owls weren't hit or hurt,
Thankfully,
but they might have cricked their necks.
because I don't think Pam would be standing like that if I'd killed them.
All right, now then, what about Lee? Just remind us.
This is Pam. She once walked into a hotel room to find me in her bath.
So why were you in her bath?
Because I was in the wrong room.
How did you end up in the wrong room?
I ended up in the wrong room because I locked myself out.
So you thought you'd just pick anyone?
No, I went down to reception and told them this. I said, I've locked myself out. And they said, oh, what?
So just go in Pam's room.
They said, don't worry, she's at a wedding with her owls, you'll be all right for an hour. They said, what room are you in? Gave them the room number. Didn't realise I'd got the room number wrong.
Yeah, but you've gone in the room.
Correct.
Haven't you noticed that your suitcase is not there? And
No,
then you
because
and you just went straight in the bathroom like a nutter.
No.
You just went
I had checked into the hotel a few hours earlier. I was very late for a show I was doing. I put my suitcase just next to the bed and ran straight to the show.
You go in the room.
Yeah.
You go immediately into the bathroom. You haven't gone into the main bit of the room
Correct.
in a way which would be, there's no doubt, more normal.
Have you ever needed the toilet desperately?
But you went to the bath, not the toilet.
Hey, I'm from up north. I can double up.
Yeah. So you're naked. You're in the bath.
Yeah?
Pam walks in.
Yeah.
What happened?
I got my headphones on. I'm chilling out to a bit of whatever. And then I think I hear a click, if I'm going to be honest, at the time. I'm thinking...
And it's Pam cocking a gun.
Anyway, I'm lying there and she comes in.
Right. This must have been a very upsetting moment
Well,
for both of you, but particularly for her.
No,
How did she
particularly
react?
for me. Particularly for me.
No, sir, not for you. For you, the company was a plus.
No.
For her,
No.
how did she react?
No. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in my own bath. Who's going to be the most upset at that point?
Were you exposed in the bath?
Oh, no, I put bubble bath in because even I can't stand the sight of it.
So what happened then?
She stepped out. At this point, she's on the phone now to reception, saying, there's a man in my bath. So I went round the corner to have it out with Pam. I see female clothes strewn everywhere, and I don't like being in the wrong, so I just went, well, somebody's very untidy. and I left. She wasn't happy until I turned at the last moment. I said, just as the door was closing, I just put my foot in like that and wedged it away. Would you like to come on Would I Lie to You?
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Pam Victoria's pet pal, Rhod's owl owner, or Lee's bemused bather?
I think Victoria, because Pam looks like a pub owner. She looks like she could handle a tap.
Yeah.
She could that night.
What do you think?
I think it's Victoria.
Also, I don't believe a single word Lee or Rhod says.
Well, that would be a good reason to go for Victoria. Yeah.
You don't believe the bit about me even having a bath?
No, look at you.
I'm going Victoria.
You still think Victoria?
I do.
I'm very worried about this. I think it might be Rhod, but we're going to go for Victoria.
You're going to say it's Victoria?
Yeah.
OK. Pam, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Pam, and Rhod threw a Wellington boot at my house.
Yes, Pam is Rhod's owl owner. Thank you very much, Pam. So please welcome this week's special guest, Melissa. So, Raj, what is Melissa to you?
Well, this is Melissa, and last year she caught me cuddling her car.
Deborah, how do you know Melissa?
Well, this is Melissa, and I recently discovered that we shared the same naked cleaner.
Right. Finally, David, what is your relationship with Melissa?
This is Melissa, and she once assaulted me with a super soaker when she mistook me for a fox.
Please, team, where do you want to begin?
Well, it's got to be Raj, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, why are you cuddling her car?
I had a car which was my pride and joy. It wasn't the value, it was just a Spitfire. It was a really nice blue Spitfire.
Which stage of your life was this, Raj?
To be honest, I sold the car only about 6 years ago. And I hadn't seen the car for all that time. And as lockdown was easing, we were told that you could actually drive to beauty spots and go for a walk. We got in the car, we drove to the parking spot at Hempstead Forest.
Oh, Hampstead Forest, yeah.
No, Hempstead.
Hempstead.
I just thought you were very posh. The car at Hempstead Forest.
It's about 2 miles from where I live.
OK.
And we parked up, and lo and behold, there was my old car.
So you went and embraced the car?
Well, I would never have sold that car, but it was about the time when I really had a bad back. So it was just too much getting in and out of the Spitfire. It was really low. So my wife said, you know,
Yeah,
you've got
Rob's
to...
the same, getting in and out of his bath.
Yeah.
You've got a little door now, haven't you, Rob? So
I saw the car.
You saw your car, and it's obviously same red,
And
so
literally,
you know it's yours.
we were in a good mood. The sun was shining. We were able to go for a walk. Yeah. And I said to Sue, you know, it's my old car.
You said to Sue?
Yes, Sue's my wife. So I said to Sue, oh, man, it's my old car. And I just said, oh, I've got to give it a hug. Yeah. And so I went over and literally I was giving it a hug. And this lovely lady came up to me and said, excuse me, but what are you doing with my car?
Right, can I just ask you a question? Have you come on national television to invent an alibi about you and your wife going dogging?
How did Melissa react upon her arrival?
Well, to be honest, I mean, she didn't know who I was from Adam, so she, you know, said, what are you doing? And I had to explain that this actually was my car, because she hadn't bought it off me.
OK. What year was this car?
It was, I think, 1963.
Ah, and it's a Triumph, so it'll have had the sort of TR4A suspension.
To be honest, I have no idea, Lee.
Ah, good, because I haven't either. Was it a soft top?
Yeah, it was only a two-seater.
But, Raj, you also said that Melissa was there with her family. It's a two-seater.
No, I never said she was there with her family.
There's more to you than a lobster costume.
Do you know what I'm saying?
She definitely wasn't there with her family. She was there with a friend. There was just two of them.
Just the two of them?
In the same bubble?
Keep it light.
All right, who would you like to quiz next?
Well, Deborah, she said they shared a naked cleaner. Now, I've heard of naked cleaners.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it a thing?
It is a thing, and I know two people that have them.
Wait, stop.
No, because I can't say who it is.
Well, we know who they are.
Does one always stand on the left so we know who it is?
No, don't go there.
I didn't say anybody. Who are you thinking of?
Bardo. Why did I come on this show? Do you know what? Can I just say to our lovely audience here and everybody watching at home, Rob, I've told a million times how much I love this show. I told you how much I love this show before the show. I told everybody that I love this show. The reality is I never want to come on this show again.
I should say, you can hire naked cleaners. I had not hired a naked cleaner. I had hired a cleaner who was wonderful and I adored. And one day I came home and discovered her cleaning naked.
Oh. Naked. Completely naked. Now, please tell us about that conversation.
I came in and I shouted out, "Hello, Anna, I'm home." And she popped her head out of the bedroom and said, "Oh, I'm cleaning naked because it's so hot." And I went, "Oh." And I said to my best friend, "Thank God my husband didn't come home." And she went, "Don't be ridiculous, Deborah, he was under the bed."
You're not a very good cleaner, is she?
Yeah, and anyway, it then turned out it was just something that she liked to do. If it got very hot and there was no one home, she enjoyed cleaning naked.
Right, so, and did you say this is fine?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I feel very grateful anyone will come and hoover and clean my bathroom as it is. I'm not going to start making stipulations like you have to have clothes on.
I don't think that's a strict rule. I think you're allowed to say, you know, tea's in the kitchen, milk's in the fridge, keep your clothes on. I think that's completely fine.
No, because I feel uncomfortable. Then I feel like I'm one of the lords and ladies in Downton Abbey.
So you think by saying keep your clothes on it makes you sound a bit uppity?
Yeah, just generally...
It's a good point, actually, because I'm worried... I've got a cleaner and I'm worried I'm not down to earth as I used to be. So when I get back, I'm going to say, can you take all your clothes off? Because I'm a little bit worried that people are getting the wrong impression of me.
So Melissa isn't the cleaner that...
No.
What's the connection?
OK, so I was at a party and I overheard behind me someone telling my anecdote, which was I came home, the cleaner put her head out of the bedroom saying, "I'm cleaning naked because it's so hot." And I thought, she's stolen my anecdote. So I just went, "Excuse me, that's my story. That happened to me." And she went, "Well, it happened to me." I said, "What is your cleaner's name?" And she said, "Anna." And I went, "Oh, my God, we've got the same cleaner."
Yeah, but hang on. She doesn't advertise herself as a naked cleaner. No. She's a cleaner who likes to take her clothes off. You're saying they exist as a... Would you like to book a naked cleaner?
Yes, they do.
But clearly what Anna does, you know, you would prefer that. That doesn't sound...
No, I think...
That doesn't...
The potential here...
Oh, I just want to go home.
Now, the point is that what you're saying, I think, is that, that this Anna maybe has missed her vocation working as the kind of cleaner you're talking about your perverted show business friends liking, where they not only are allowed to take their clothes off, but must do.
You're very calm about this. You're like, OK, that's fine, that's your attitude. I'm shocked. You know, you're married. Do you want your husband to see a naked woman cleaning the house?
Oh, he would just be... He's like David. He would be... He's very like David. He would just be really embarrassed about it.
He'd just be a bit embarrassed?
He'd just be a bit embarrassed.
All right, now, what about David?
Oh, he's never been naked in his life.
Every bit of me has been naked, but never all at the same time.
I like to think of the idea that you came out in a little jacket.
Remind us of your connection to Melissa.
Well, this is Melissa, and she once assaulted me with a super soaker when she mistook me for a fox.
Are we all aware of the super soakers?
Especially a large, powerful water pistol.
Yeah,
it takes the fun of the water pistol and then goes too far. You'll be familiar with the principle, Lee.
What were you doing for her to think you were a fox?
Were you, by any chance, making love with a high-pitched squeal?
By the bins.
Yeah. Again.
No, I wasn't. I think, as we've established...
I've heard you, David. We've all heard.
No, you can't have it both ways. I'm either some pathetic asexual lump, as correctly expressed by Deborah, or...
To be strictly fair, I did not describe my husband or you as a pathetic asexual lump.
No.
Yeah, but we knew what you were thinking.
I I'm either an embarrassed embarrassment or I'm a fox squealing by the bins. Not both.
But what were you doing?
Good question. I was replacing and removing a bin. Melissa lives next door. We both have, at our house and at her house, green recycling wheelie bins.
A green bin is for green waste.
Yeah. No, that's the brown one.
Where I live, which I'm not prepared to specify on television for obvious reasons.
What? In case they try every door?
It's just they could narrow it down. Anyway, a green wheelie bin is what you have for recycling where I live.
But why did she think you're a fox?
It was dark, and she heard noises and assumed it was a fox.
And where are you at this point? You're just putting the bin back?
I am putting the bin down the side of her house.
Right.
And extracting our bin, because the bins, after being emptied, sometimes get wrongly reattributed.
Now, that's true.
So she's immediately gone, come round, got you. How many times?
I think it was one big sploosh.
She got you, though?
She got me.
How wet were you?
Is there a unit of wetness? I don't remember it hurting, but it was shocking and wet.
That's his profile on Match.com.
I wouldn't describe it as pain, but it was definitely...
That's the second list.
It was shocking and...
Shocking, not too wet, but painful.
All right.
Similar for fun and games.
We need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Melissa Raj's motoring mate, Deborah's cleaner companion, or David's sharpshooter?
I'm Team Deborah. Having the same anecdote and being furious about someone stealing your anecdote and finding out you independently had experienced the same thing would bond you.
I'm believing Raj.
Are you?
I am, yeah, because I could imagine he would get excited about it. It's something that he would do.
What do you think, Lee?
Well, everything about David's story makes sense. He would swap the bins in a way that no other human being would. Not just... Oh, yeah, sorry, got your bin. Oh, no, that's far... Oh, no, I better put it back secretly. She'll hate me otherwise. Right, so... I'm now going to make a decision. We'll go with the cleaner story.
All right. They're saying that it is the cleaner. Melissa, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Melissa, and I shared a naked cleaner with Deborah.
Whoa!
Yes, Melissa is Deborah's cleaner companion. Thank you very much, Melissa.